Hello and welcome back to Colonial Airstream. I'm Patrick Botticelli, and today I'm going to take you through the all-new 2024 Airstream Basecamp 20X REI Co-op Special Edition. This is a new addition to the Airstream product line for the 2024 model year. There's also a lot of model year updates that Airstream included on the Basecamp series. Airstream added a new zippered rear screen door. A drain plug was added to the floor storage with an upgraded lid with texture. They added L-track storage to the rear step-up. An electric hitch jack was added so you could raise and lower it off your tow vehicle easier. They rearranged the solar panels for reduced roof footprint. Increased comfort was added to the cushions with an upgrade to 3¼ inch thickness. New black stylized rims and black hubcaps. Upgraded flooring to seamless gray coin flooring. USB locations upgraded to include USB A and C. The optional aftermarket air tent has improved functionality on a fully enclosed tent with air tube technology. Throughout the video, I'm going to highlight some of the special features you get in REI Co-op Special Edition. Let me start with the exterior of the trailer first and walk around, and we'll go on inside to check out the interior. First thing I want to show you is this entry step. This is a steel step, 2 steps, tucks away and folds in. You got high ground clearance when you're towing. Just lift it straight up, push it down. Entry door has a double lock system. You got a grab handle to get in. When you open the door, you can see how thick it is. There's insulation on the inside. Comes around and latches in right here. There's a little holder, rubber bumper here, and that keeps it from blowing around on a windy day. In the door, there's a privacy shade built in. Up top, you got an LED porch light. You got a retractable insect screen with little magnets to keep it shut. This rolls back on its own. You got coin flooring throughout. Below that, we have composite flooring, so there's no plywood or particle board in the flooring structure. This has a steel frame, insulation below the floor, and it's all wrapped up in aluminum. So this has heated tanks as well and an enclosed underbelly. So it gives you really high threshold protection for cold weather camping. Medallion here shows you the REI Co-op Special Edition trailer. You got some massive fender flares here. This is a rubber torsion axle system trailer, and it has beefy Goodyear Wrangler tires on this. And these are 16-inch, they're LT, light truck tires, 235, 85, R16. The back here, you can see the departure angle when you're coming out of a rut and back up. You got a very high departure angle on this trailer. You can see how it comes up to me right here. So that prevents the back half from bottoming out. You have tinted windows throughout, and then this window and the one on the other side pop open for ventilation. They have insect screens as well. This is the same aluminum that Airstream uses on their traditional travel trailers with buck rivets throughout. The roof is also aluminum, and up on the roof, it's a very flat surface, so they have an optional solar charging system for the REI, which is 360 watts of solar. And with that package, it comes with 200 amp hours of lithium batteries with heat. Over here, we have an electrical outlet. We have large bumpers here in the back. You could see you have stabilizer jack. It comes with the tool. There's stabilizer jacks all 4 corners on this trailer. And then that is one of your tanks. So this has 3 tanks. This has a freshwater tank, which is 23 gallons, a gray waste tank, which is sink and shower at 28 gallons, and it has a black waste tank of 21 gallons. And that tank is in that insulated chamber, and it's heated. In the back, we have these beautiful cast aluminum taillights with LED lights in the middle. Over here in the back, we got some netting on the door, here. Whiteboard here, handle lock to get out. And then for privacy, you could roll this down and snap it in place. Above the door, there's a gutter rail here. And if you look above that, see this little groove here? This is a black plastic insert. This is called a Keter rail. And this will allow you to slide in different awning accessories or the optional aftermarket dealer installed air tent that slides right into that Keter rail, and that allows that to securely fasten to the trailer and prevents it from coming off. In the back here, we also have access to underfloor storage, and this has a drain plug built into it, holds up to 50 pounds. So you could put some ice in here and put some beverages in there. In here, there's some stuff. This is a quick release barbecue grill connection. I'm going to show you where that goes in the front. This is for a low pressure barbecue grill. A lot of barbecue grills are high pressure. Well, there's two 20-pound propane tanks up front. You can just hook one of those tanks directly into your grill. But if you wanted to use a low pressure grill, you'd use this. And there's a multi-tool that comes with this trailer with a 1/2-inch drive socket, so you can bring your socket kit with you and utilize that. And this is nice and grippy, so if you do step on it from the inside, it's not going to be slippery. There's a furnace duct back here. You also have open storage in the back, so you can throw your shoes and stuff in that one. And then you have a GFCI protected electrical outlet here. These boards stack out of your way. You have USB-A and USB-C here. And look at all the beautiful woodwork in here. This is birch plywood. This has UV coating on it. You can see the end grain. It's absolutely beautiful. I love what they do on the REI Co-op Special Edition. Back here on the floor, there's L-Track. And this is one of the unique features that you get on REI. This comes on the models, but if you look on the wall, you'll see some more L-Track that's specific to the REI. So that allows you to hold different devices. You could put different clips in there. You could hang stuff from that. If you wanted to load a mountain bike in, it just allows you to buy different accessories to secure your belongings. There's also there's 6 of them, D-rings on the floor and on the cabinetry that also act as tie downs for different items. You're going to see them when we go back inside. These boards, you could take them out and you could actually store them up in one of the overheads there. But how it works is if you wanted to make this a U-shaped dinette, you could just put them across the back and you can sit at this table here. Or if you want to just hang out the back door and watch the sunset, you have another seating surface for that. Some of the green accents here you'll see throughout are specific to the REI. And then close the door back here. Got a tinted window. We have a license plate bracket, cast aluminum hinges. You got another hook to keep this door open so it doesn't blow around. Outside utility shower with hot and cold water. With the wand, it hangs out over here. It's lockable. You have access to fill your 23-gallon freshwater tank here. This has a tankless water heater on board with a recirculation. So when a tankless water heater works, there's no hot water waiting or ready. So when you turn on a faucet, you get a little bit of cold water first before it gets hot. This has a recirculate feature that helps save water. So while you're waiting for the hot water, it will actually recirculate to save water for you. This has a city water connection. So if you want to fill your freshwater tank and use your 12-volt pump, you use it here. But if you want to just supply water to all your faucets and plumbing, you hook up a freshwater hose right to this connection. This has a water pressure regulator built into it, and that will bypass the tank and just supply water to all your plumbing when you need it. Down below, you're going to see the waste tanks up front, but over here is a black tank flush. So in a black tank, you have all your toilet waste and toilet paper, all that debris that sits inside that tank. When you pull a handle to discharge that tank, gravity pulls the waste out. Sometimes you're going to get some residual in there. After you empty the tank and you leave the drain valve open, you can hook up a regular garden hose to this connection. Under pressure, there's a wand that'll actually spray the walls of the tank down and get rid of that residual waste. So this is a nice maintenance feature. This is your furnace discharge. This has a propane furnace on board. And then there in the wheel well, in one of these wheel wells, there's a drip tube for your air conditioning. So any condensation will run through the tube instead of down the roof. It's a 30-amp trailer. It comes with a 25-foot power cord. And this is the smart cord. So instead of like the plug in and twist and lock, you just push these little tabs and unplug it, just like a regular power cord. And then the other end of the trailer, there is a 30-amp plug. So when you go to a campground, you could plug the trailer in and have ability to run a microwave air conditioning. We give you an adapter at our dealership that allows you to adapt this to a household electrical outlet, and that way you could charge the batteries, use electrical outlets, use your microwave, but you're not going to be able to run the air conditioning off of a 15 amp or 20 amp electrical outlet. Down below we have access to the 28-gallon gray waste tank and the 21-gallon black waste tank. We give you a waste hose here at our dealership. It actually stores in this tube that goes all the way underneath the trailer. When you're ready to empty the waste, there are gauges inside the trailer that tell you how much waste you have, and you can make the decision on when to empty. Take the cap off, snap your hose on, secure it properly to the other end, pull the black waste tank out first. Always discharge your black waste tank first because you got residuals in there. Close it when it's done, open your gray waste tank. Now your soapy shower and sink water will help clean out your waste tube. And then there's a light out here so you can see at night. There's even a storage compartment here so you can store wheel chocks and little tools and gloves and stuff. There's the VIN plate with production information, tire pressure. Max is rated at 80. That doesn't mean put them up to 80, that just means that's the maximum rated. Another stabilizer jack location is right here. Stick on the tool. Crank it down. Now this is not meant to lift the trailer off the ground to change the tire. If you gotta lift the trailer up, you gotta use the bottle jack that your tow vehicle came with. But when you put this down, you can do a cordless drill with this too with a 3/4 inch socket. So once it hits the ground, I go a full turn and add a little bit of torque to it. But I don't crank it up any past that. It's not meant for that. And then above it here, this has a solar charging system, so it has the panels. It also has the lithium batteries as part of that package. They also give you an external solar port. So if you wanted to add more panels, what you would do is plug the panels in, you get a second or third MPPT solar charge controller, and then both solar systems could charge the battery system. Without the second or third MPPT solar charge controller, it will actually pick which system to use, but not both at the same time. Up front, we have heavy-duty stainless steel wrap protectors, standard on the REI, standard on any Basecamp X, not available on a regular Basecamp without the X package. There's a vent here for the battery box off to the side. Up front on the nose cone, there's additional storage. This lifts up. You can put your power cord in here. And then see, this is a QR code. You can scan this with your phone, and there's several throughout the trailer. And that will allow you to, it brings you right to the tech support page on Airstream's website. So for common questions related to these areas, it'll bring up some videos and some guides so people could have support on their trailer. Take that off, you got access to your 2 propane tanks. They're both 20-pound, 5 gallons apiece. This is the lock to keep them down. And then you could switch from one bottle to the other right here. And there's a sight gauge. It's red, both of them are empty right now. It's a brand new trailer. We haven't filled them yet. We do fill them for all our customers when they come to pick them up. We also give you an RV starter kit with a lot of hoses, adapters, and accessories you need. Put this lid back on. The little tethers hold it down. These are unique to the REI. There's rubber ones on the non-REI. Electric hitch jack, new feature for 2024. You got a light up front. This cap comes off. You can manually operate it if for some reason you have battery failure. And then when you raise it, just wait for it to stop before you reverse. Demco clumper lock. There's a 2 5/16 inch ball. Let's talk about weight now. The trailer has a gross weight of 4,300 pounds. The dry weight before factory options is 3,500 pounds. It has an 800-pound net carrying capacity, and the hitch weight is 535 pounds. So those weights are going to vary depending on how you load the trailer and depending on which factory options you choose. All the trailers are going to have a weight sticker at the entry door to let you know, based on the equipment it has, how much cargo carrying capacity you have left. You want to make sure you have a vehicle that could tow at least 5,000 pounds and has a hitch weight of at least 535 pounds. I recommend 550 or 600 pounds. You could also install a weight distribution hitch system on these trailers aftermarket through a service department, as long as your vehicle is compatible with a weight distribution hitch. Otherwise, you would just tow it on a ball. This has a 7-way trailer plug, so your vehicle would need to have a 7-way as well. And we recommend, if you don't have lithium batteries in the trailer, to hook up a charge lead in your tow vehicle so your vehicle could trickle charge it when you're going down the road. Your vehicle's also going to need electric brake controller, whether it was factory built in, pre-wired for a hardwired one, or you do a wireless brake controller, but you have to have one. It's required by law because the trailer has its own brake system. The brake system has an emergency brake system, which is a trailer breakaway here at the front. This cable is going to get firmly attached to your vehicle's frame or hitch receiver. And if for some reason they ever came apart, this pulls out and activates the brakes on the trailer. With this out, it will drain the batteries in an hour. So you don't pull this out just to have it out as a parking brake or to pull it out and forget to put it back in, because your batteries will die very quickly. So make sure you do hook this up to your tow vehicle. Then you have safety chains that you crisscross and hook into your hitch receiver of your vehicle, and that also prevents if the trailer came detached from the trailer going wild and getting loose, it's going to be right behind your tow vehicle. The A-frame is all steel. It's all coated with this textured coating, which is very durable. Over on this side, we have the spare tire bracket, and then we have a full-size spare tire underneath the trailer. It's not a little donut. And you want to check your tire pressure on here as well, but there's a little pin that you pull. This arm swings down and gives you access to your tire. What we missed is the propane quick disconnect, which is on this side of the trailer. So there's a little collar that slides back, the little dust cap comes off. You snap in that little hose that I showed you in the back, turn on the gas valve. Now you have gas, low pressure, going to your grill. And then there's a VIN plate on that side of the trailer as well. Over to glass, there's solar stone guards, which are standard on any Basecamp X or REI edition. Any rocks that kick off your tow vehicle are hopefully going to bounce off of this and not shatter out your glass. You could buy these as an accessory from our parts and service department for a non-X Basecamp if you wanted to add them, but they are quite expensive. So the difference in cost between a non-X and an X is minimal. If you're considering just buying these, just get the X model instead. Now that we walked around the exterior of the trailer, we're going to head on inside. I'm going to show you all the new features. This trailer is 20 feet 2 inches from ball to bumper. It's only 9 feet 5 from the ground to the top of the air conditioning. And the interior width is 7 feet 9.5 inches. So it's very spacious, and it sleeps up to 4 people. Welcome to the space. This is a very open floor plan. What's nice about this, it doesn't have a permanent bed if you decide not to set it up as a permanent bed. You have options to set it up as seating in the back with dinette, so it really opens the floor plan. We'll start up front here in this dinette area. This is 43 by 78 when it's folded into a bed. Before we fold it into bed, let me just show you how easy it is to get into the seating over here. You could spin the table out of your way. Either way you go. And there's a lot of storage underneath this. The batteries are stored in a box over here. And just to go over it again, this has 200 amp hours of lithium batteries as part of that factory option. They're in that sealed box right here. Beautiful panoramic view up front, and it has these privacy shades. And what you do is you bring them up, a little Velcro on the top here, and then you zip up both sides, and this really blacks out the whole area. And this seating material is really, really rugged as part of the REI edition. And you could see the increased thickness of the foam for 2024 model year really gives you comfort. These two things right here are the inserts to make this into a bed. And what you're gonna do is pull these handles. And what I do is I work the table. I spin it, I work it around, I loop this over, because you could take all the cushions off and do it that way. Then I push the table all the way down, lock it in place, grab these, and they insert right in the middle there. And now you have a bed to sleep 2 kids there if you needed to, or an adult. There's plenty of size. Over the bed, you got some racks here with the green accent as part of the REI. On the non-REI models, these will have different accent colors depending on which decor you pick. And there's netting here to store all your goods. Down here on the floor, there's a fire extinguisher. Over here on this side is your battery charger and fuse box. And for 2024, everything's set up for lithium. So there's no changes you need to make to battery charger. But you got fuses and breakers in here. You have your tank heaters for the freshwater gray and black. You have a battery disconnect that shuts the whole trailer down when you're not using it. So if you left something on, it's going to prevent from draining the battery. You have USB A and C, and then you have a 12-volt socket. Because we found a lot of customers have like portable 12-volt coolers that they bring, so you can plug it in, or air compressors. In the REI, they give you open storage. It's really nice to have these little bungees here, so you can put your items in, prevents them from coming out. They have this really nice exposed stainless steel hardware. There's an electrical outlet down here on the floor. In order to use any of the electrical outlets, you need to be plugged into shore power. You can do a dealer installed inverter system, whether it's 2,000 or 3,000 watts, and that would then power different outlets or the whole entire trailer. There's vents for the refrigerator. This is a 12-volt compressor style, 4.3 cubic foot. It's got a freezer up top. Little dial here off the side to dial in your temperature. Little bins, removable shelves, and then a little safety travel latch here. There's the optional microwave with a carousel inside of it. Over here you can see the extruded aluminum structure for this shower enclosure. So instead of like particle board with stickers and plastic strips, this is all plywood with laminate with extruded aluminum. Butts it all together, keeps it nice and tight and stable. And there's a lot of width in this aisle, and there's a lot of room over here. So this is a great floor plan if you have pets. Up top we have a Max Air fan with a manual lid. You just open it up and you pick your fan speed, 1, 2, or 3. You can add accessories like little covers over this if you wanted to leave it open when it's raining. And you just lock it all in. It has a removable screen, so if you want to clean off the screen, you can. Over here we have a smoke detector. Down here we have a furnace duct. There's a 19,000 BTU furnace on board. We got some hooks here and all your light switches, interior, exterior. 2-burner gas cooktop with electronic ignition. We have an electrical outlet that pops out of the counter here with some USBs on it. Can never have enough USBs. We got some more storage pockets here. These have net fronts, which is really cool. It's just a simple design. You get your silverware organizer in this one. And then below that, we have some additional storage here. And more here. This is the owner's manual kit that it comes with. Got a bigger storage area in this compartment, and then it also has a little shelf in the back, so you can really organize your items extremely well. And then part of the REI, you get a UV LED water filtration system that lives underneath here. And that has its own water filtration spout here. And you can see the branding here. They branded it right in, the REI Co-op. Really cool. You can put some stuff in here. It's got a bungee. You got a special REI cutting board or sink cover. Nice size stainless steel. Look, and that is a thick sink, so you're not going to dent it all up when you drop items in it. A special faucet is part of the REI. You got some overhead storage here too, very open storage. You know how much clothes and stuff you could put up here? It's unbelievable. And you could hook things with carabiners onto these little racks. Let me show you how one of the two windows operates. That pushes out there. You got an insect screen here. These little bungees keep the shades nice tight against the window. And then close it, just pull the handle, lock it, and then it just covers the handle so you don't see it. If you look up, there's an optional air conditioner. There's the Coleman Mach. There's a 13,500 BTU, and it's had an electric heat strip built right into it. Little mirror on the bathroom door. Another one on the back. And when you go inside the bathroom, you got a nice fiberglass shower pan here with a porcelain toilet. They do have an option for a compost style toilet that you could get if you order it from the factory. Most of the customers are going with the regular toilet with the black tank. When you go inside the bathroom, there's a little shelf here for your shampoo, conditioner, hot and cold water. The little wand hangs up on the wall. Then you have this special laminate that's part of the REI. There's some hooks here on the inside of the extruded aluminum. Got a little gap here at the top. So when you're showering in here, it has one fan in here, but if you get it really steamy, you can put that fan on and get all that steam out of the trailer. Plenty of headroom in here. I'm 5'9", and look how much room I have above my head. There's a light inside here, a little towel bar, the window. If you want some privacy, you can pull that across, and it just Velcros in. Water resistant toilet paper holder. And then the toilet is a standard like foot pedal style. Just put your foot on the pedal. Ball valve opens, drops the waste. Put your foot partially on the pedal, fills up the bowl to your desired height. And then there's a shower curtain that pulls across the whole door area. So when you have this door shut, none of this is going to get wet. And then it tethers back nice and neat when you're done showering. And then a really cool feature is because a lot of customers get stuff wet, right? They have wet mountain bike clothes or a wetsuit. So they have this little clothesline that pulls across that you can hang some stuff here and dry it. And up top here, push this little button, push straight up, little vent fan. So a combination of this plus the one in the hallway will get all that steam and stale air out. Now, on the floor, one here, here, and there's 4 in the back. Those are your D-rings to tie down certain items. And that will allow you to position a bike or kayak or canoe or whatever you're going to put inside. Over here is a wardrobe. Now check this out. This is really cool. You have adjustable shelves in here, so you could really dial in the height and stuff. If you want to hang a nice dress, you can take these shelves out completely, and you got a hanger inside there that you can hang your stuff up. And the bottom is this wide open bulk area. You got a furnace duct here down on the floor. Welcome to the back area. This is such a flexible area that you could do a lot of different things with. It's 2 benches. So you could sit a whole family around. You know, it comes with 2 high legs and 2 low legs. So you can position both tables high, both tables low, or have them mixed up like this. On this side has all your systems, all your water heater and your furnace. On this side, this one lifts up and becomes additional storage. So this is where the table legs will store. You can store a lot of different items in this area. And there's different options for sleeping. Not everybody needs to set this up as a massive 82 by 78 inch bed. That's huge. You can. You have options though. If you just wanted to sleep on it as a twin bed, you could take off the backrest, and it has plenty of room for someone to sleep on this side, and same thing on that side. This massive thing is part of the REI kit. So there's a lot of really cool items that come with this kit. And we're going to list all the items that this comes with in our video description. So if you want to see it all, just make sure you click the description and look through that list there. Let me show you the 2 other ways you could fold this into a bed. First, I'm going to take this table off, unscrew this leg, screw in the short leg. It's got a little like T-head on it that fits in a groove. And once you get it in there, you just spin it really fast, and that locks it in place nice and tight. So this is the lower position for the table. And then what you could do is you flip these boards over. They're split. You got one on this side. And you got one on this side. It does the same thing. Now you get a bed that you could sleep across the back. And you can have the one table up here at the high position. So really easy to get out of bed, swing your feet over, and walk out. If you want it into the massive or mega bed, we call it, do this, swing this over, this snaps in, another one over here, and now you got the mega bed. Well, that concludes our tour of the all-new 2024 Airstream Basecamp 20X REI Co-op Special Edition. This Airstream is available at Colonial Airstream, Millstone Township, New Jersey. Let me go over pricing. The MSRP of this trailer as equipped is $72,050. How did they get there? National destination charge is $2,500, fuel surcharge is $200, base MSRP is $62,400, and then you have a few factory options. We have the optional air conditioning at $1,200. The advanced solar, that's 360 watts of solar with the lithium batteries, is $5,500, and the microwave is $250. Our website is colonialairstream.com. Our telephone number is 800-265-9019. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of walkthrough videos and a lot of service tech tip videos that you're gonna enjoy. You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.